From the thumbnail of this video, you see clearly how the picture of this shape has been drawn, right? So this is one is not drawn to scale. Now the first part of the question here is, after this diagram we have been asked to find the angle PQT, right? So, and then as well as the height of this entire shape here, and then finally we want to find the area of this particular shape, not all the shape, right? So not all the shape, but this one PTSR, only this part of the shape, right? There's a very tricky question here, so make sure that you stay here to the end and see how best you can tackle that. Now if you're already on this channel, you know how we did this thing. We tackle some of these problems here using the shorts video, right? So video YouTube shorts, we already introduced you to that part, but if you're new watching this video, this is how it goes. Now the first part is to find the angle PQT. So PQT, this particular angle, right? And that is what we are looking for. Remember, the angle is always formed at the middle letter. Is that okay? Okay, perfect. Now the secret of solving this problem is to know what to use and how to use it perfectly. That is the point here, right? So all about mathematics here is out. The tool that you are supposed to use is the most important thing, right? So here I'm using a camera, right? So a camera to capture everything here. So that is the tool that I'm using to capture all the information so that you can easily see. So which tool are you going to use here in solving this particular problem? So the tool there is what we are calling the cosine rule, right? So here, if you know why we are using the cosine rule, make sure that you comment below. If you don't know, to just say I don't know. Is that okay? So that we can attend to you. Now the quick one is this is a triangle, so we are applying that to this part of the portion. This is a combination of two different shapes. Is that okay? So we are also going to solve this thing one by one, so that we are not going to be at any difficulty or complex stage of this problem. So dealing with a triangle here, you can see that this is a triangle. So since this is not a right angle triangle, not all the sizes are equal. Maybe we may go for a cosine rule. Is that okay? Okay, but why not a sine rule? So that is another video. All right, so you may, if you are new here, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss content like this. So, you know some of us know the course, right? Cosine rule here. Why don't you pause the video a second and then just try and write in that if you can easily remember? So congratulations for just trying it. Okay, so perfect. We have only one side of the triangle and then we are looking for this angle here. So that is cosine rule has three different steps. So if you have a square, that's going to be b square plus c square minus 2bc and then cos theta. You see, all these letters represent something. So this is what we are here right now. So we are on this particular point here. Is that okay? So using this one, this line as a, and then we have our b and then c here, right? So we are just using some letters to represent this dimension or the distance here. So here we are going to have the a square here. So let's maintain the a square. That is equal to b squared, which is 20 squared, plus c, we don't know the c now, minus 2 of the b, which is 20, and then c, we don't know the c, and then cos of theta. Can you see what is happening here? Right. So for now, let me wipe this part here so that we can see better. So now look at something. We don't know the values of the c, right? So we don't know the values of the c, and if you're able to find the c, I believe that will be easy for us to find the rest of the values. So here is another keyword here you can even use in finding the rest of the letter. Look at this thing here, and then this line. This tells me that these two lines are parallel, right? So if you have the full question, you can see that even if you don't have the full question, this line here and then these lines here are parallel based on this notification. And then this guy here and then this guy from here to here are also parallel. Is that okay? Now if this is a parallel and then this is parallel, that tells me that this side here is going to be 18 centimeters, right? And then here is 12 centimeters, but everything from here to this line, that is what we are having to be 24, right? So 24. If here is 12, that tells me that from here to this line is also going to be 12 centimeters. Are you there? Okay, perfect. Now since we have this a here, we can replace this a here by 18. So we have 18 squared, that is equal to 20 squared plus what is the c. Now you see, if everything here is 24 and then here to be 12 here, it means that here is also going to be 12 centimeters. Is that okay? That is why you need to pay very close attention to certain things when you are solving problems like this. So here you have our 12 squared minus 2, that's of the 20, and then multiply by the c, which is 12, and then cos of theta. Is that okay? Now that we have all the values here, we can easily solve this problem here, right? So we can easily solve. So I'm going to skip 2 step here. So this is just an addition and then subtraction, multiplication. So 18 squared, that is going to be equal to 20 squared plus 12 squared, everything minus this guy here. So we are going to have, according to the calculation, I have 324. That is going to be equal to 544, and then minus 480 cos theta. If you're having a different answer apart from what I'm having here, don't hesitate to comment in the comment section below. So here we are going to have cos of the theta, right? So you have cos of the theta, that's going to be 120 over what, 48. Are you there? So what we are going to do here, we bring this guy today because of the negativity. If you have any difficulties in doing this, we are the reason why we are making this video. So if you are not clear, just make sure that you comment in the comment section below. I'm not clear, then we will give you the exact steps one by one, right? Okay, so what will be the values of the theta? So remember, in this case, we are going to take a cos inverse of everything, right? So cos inverse of this guy, that is 220 divided by 480. Is that okay? So here I have what we call 62.7 7 degrees, right? So this is the values of the theta. So the angle, this particular angle here, that is PQT, is equal to this guy, right? Okay, if you are getting some value from this video, why don't you give us a favor or do us a favor here? If you are new on this channel, make sure that you subscribe, you smash that like button, especially very important, you comment if you are not okay with certain part of the question. Now the second thing here is that is to find the height. So how are you going to determine the height here? So you should know the definitions of the height of something. I believe by now you know that. So using this particular triangle here, we know that the height comes from certain angle of the corner straight to the base. So this is what I'm calling the base here. So once you are straight to the base here, it means that we are going to form a perpendicular line here. So here it means that one side of it is exactly 90 degrees. Is that okay? So why are we doing this thing? We are doing this in order to determine the value. Now that we have a theta to be equal to 62.70 or 7 degree, or 62 is the values of this. Which tool can you use to determine the height or to find the values of the height? So you must remember that this, I have this guy here, I have this guy, and then I'm just looking for this height here. So if I redraw this thing, it should be something that goes like this. So let me wipe this place here. This is a 90 degrees, right? So I have here to be 20, and I have theta here to be 62.7 degrees, and then I want to determine the values of this height here, this particular distance here. So what are we going to use? Since this is a right angle triangle, we can easily go for SOHCAHTOA. Right? I believe you know this, and this is almost applied to a right angle triangle, right? So which one are we going to determine on the information that we have here? So being at this particular point here, this is going to be my opposite, and then this is going to be my the hypotenuse, the longest side of this particular triangle here, right? So here we can go for the so which is sine of the theta is equal to the opposite and then divided by what, the hypotenuse, right? So what will be my opposite? Opposite here is just going to be, now what will be the theta? Theta is here is going to be this particular angle here. So we have sine of theta, which is 62.7 degrees, equal to the opposite. We don't know this opposite here, we can represent that by height, right? So which is the h, and then divided by the hypotenuse, which is 20. So how are we going to get it by hypotenuse? So we have 20 sine of 62.7 equal to h. What will be the values of the h? So yeah, I'm having 17.7. This should be a degree, it's not. So you have to pay very close attention. That was the dimension, that was going to be centimeters, right? So you have to pay very close attention to certain things like this, right? So you have a 17.7 centimeters. So that is going to be our height, right? So our h is going to be 70.7 centimeters. Okay, perfect. So the final part of the question is to determine the area, this area here. So finding the area, you see, this is what the question is saying, that you should find the area of this shape here, PTRS. So this particular area to the percentage, listen very carefully, to the percentage of the whole area here. So to the percentage of PQRS, right? So the area of this particular part here to the percentage of everything here. That is what the question is asking you. Now, your first point here is to make sure that you know the area of this small part, and then as well as the area of the entire shape here. So this requires you to know the type of shape that you are dealing with. So which shape is this one here? That is the point there. So which shape is this particular? So this is going to be parallelogram, right? So the first PTRS is a parallelogram. So you need to know how to find the area of a parallelogram, right? Area of a parallelogram. So let me pause here. So right, okay. So the area of the parallelogram, that's the you should know that definition. So the length of the base here multiplied by that of the height. Okay, so which shape here? So this is a shape here. So the base here is 12 centimeters. Yeah? So remember, the base is not everything. We are dealing with this particular shape here, right? So the base here is just 12 centimeters, and then multiply by the height. So the height here, we had a height to be 70.7, right? So 70.7 here. So whatever the answer may be will be the area of this particular shape here. Are you there? Okay, perfect. Now finding the area of the entire shape here. So which shape is this? So we wanna take this guy out right now. So which shape are we going to get? That should look like a trapezium, right? So exactly, that is a trapezium. So finding the area of a trapezium, right? So the area of a trapezium. Is that the word? Trapezium. So you should know that this is half of what the height multiplied by the small base. So let's call that 10 plus the big base. Okay, I believe you are familiar with this particular formula. So half of the height, that is 70.7, and then multiply by the small base, and the small base will be the one at the top, and that is the 12, plus the big base. The big base is everything here, that is 24. Is that okay? Now once you find the values of this thing right there, once you find the values of this, and the question says you should find the area of this small shape here as the percentage of the big one. So it's going to be the area of the parallelogram over the area of the trapezium, right? So here's a parallelogram divided by the area of the trapezium. That is the trapezium here, multiplied by 100%. Is that okay? So give him the answer to this thing in the comment section below. That tells me that you are participating, right? So let's hear from you in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this particular video.